If a stripper in a strip club gives you her number, what is she looking for? If it's me, she probably needs an exhaust leak fixed in her Altima. She felt a strong connection with your wallet. 95% of the time want to make you feel special and are hoping you become a regular. They want you to text when you were planning on going to the club so they know if they should come in, or look for you as a pretty sure dance. 4% of the time they offer extras outside of the club, so you texting them is a way for them to ply their wares outside of the club where they won't get in trouble. 1% of the time they actually like you. You can tell if it's that one if they suggest you hang out outside of the club. Also, if you see them outside of the club, it should look like a normal date. You pay for dinner and whatever activity happens after. But you aren't paying for their time outside of the club. Paid dates with strippers is a relatively common thing. If she gave her number to me, she would be looking for a good optometrist. They want you as a loyal customer. They might also offer prostitution, but if they don't, they would love it if you spent all your money on them wherever they are working. I have a cousin who indulged a stripper in this scenario. He actually thought they were dating for a while, but the dates consisted of him letting her know when he's coming to the club, and then taking her out to breakfast when she got off. He was never allowed to drive her home afterwards or even meet any other of her friends. You would be one of her many ATM machines that she has access to. Give me her number. He'll call her and sort this out for you. They are usually simply trying to make themselves more accessible to you to make it as easier to prey on your wallet. They could also be available for services that may not be allowed in the strip club, such as prostitution. Usually they just give it hoping you call on a desperate night and they can entertain you for a bit while bringing you closer or making you addicted to them, and thus becoming a more solid source of income for them. She has a second job. 2 in love with you. 102 wants money from you. Margin of error, 2. I was lonelier than Kunta Kint at a Merle Haggard concert that night. I strolled on into Uncle Limpy's Hump Palace looking for love. It had been a while. In fact, 365 had come and went since that midnight run haul and hog to Shaky Town on I-10. I had picked up this hitchhiker that was sweating gallons through a pair of Daisy Duke cutoffs and one of those Fruit of the Loom tank tops. Well, that night I lost myself to ruby red lips, milky white skin and baby blue eyes. Name was Russell. She must need a website built from scratch. She wants to get closer to you and get you addicted to her so that you become a solid source of income for her, also known as marriage. She's scouting for VIP or repeat business, wallet beware. Money, coming from an ex-stripper. Everything a stripper does is about separating you from your money. Everything else is a smoke screen. It doesn't make them any different than Apple or GM, or the guy you bought insurance from, but don't be confused about it. I'm not sure about in today's world, but man, many years ago I dated a dancer. I knew her before she became a dancer. But I asked some of her work colleagues if they had ever given out their phone numbers to guys at the club, and if so, were they really interested in the guy or if it was to feign interest to get them to either tip more that night or to get them to come back when they were working again, etc. Not a single one said it was to feign interest, but that they really thought the guy was worth dating. That said, they also said they rarely gave out their numbers. At the end of the day, they really are just women who want the same human connection that the rest of us want. She would like to get to know your wallet better. It depends. I definitely pulled a couple strippers out of strip clubs for non-monetary time, and even dated one for a while. I suppose my question is, in the club, was she only with you when you were paying her? Was she one of the ones that always wanted you to buy her a drink or buy a dance, or did she just spend free time with you in the club? I always tried to ignore the ones that just wanted money and talk to and hang out with the ones that were just cool, who wanted to talk, especially for slower nights, and they just wanted to hang out. Those are the ones I got numbers from and dated.